we eat the whole thing because we're not here when we're eating. A lot of us, we're just eating on a rush, we're eating out of habit, we're eating out of stress. And so you're like, oh, this will be the answer. And you eat the
This
whole
will
thing.
make me feel good.
Yeah, but
In
then
the moment.
on the back end of that high of eating that whole cupcake, like then you feel lousy. So if you can find that balance, and it's mindset, it's work. It's work. Nobody wants to hear
Everything.
that it's work. Everybody just wants to be like, well, I'm not wired that way. No.
Hey, ladies, welcome to the She's Rooted podcast.
We're about to get real unscripted.
So pull up a chair. Let's get to the root of it.
We live.
We live. Professional live streamers in the house. Let me move this microphone.
Sure.
Ladies, how are we doing? How are we doing? Mo's got this really great hair day going, and I was like, let me go curl up my hair real quick.
Now I
And
see
I didn't do it.
random pieces.
No, I'm really excited that we are back. We had a really great question come in about happy snacks and winning in our day when we're looking at, but when we're looking at a cupcake that brings us joy, what do we do knowing that, you know what, that ain't really gonna make us feel too good? So here is the official question. She wrote, what is your favorite happy snack? I saw a cupcake and it brought me joy. Same girl, like I'm there with you.
Yeah.
But I know eating it will leave me feeling kind of icky. I'm looking for treat ideas that still feel like a win, but actually leave me feeling good and strong too. And my mindset, how I'm reading this, with it feels like a win. I think it feels like a win in that I want it to be like a cupcake win, but keeps me on track for my goals. So, where's your thoughts with that?
I have a bunch. I feel like maybe you should start because my brain instantly goes two different ways.
Yeah, I like it. Well,
it goes like, well, you should start. Let me organize my thoughts here.
I'm
Because
not very organized. I'm always in different paths too. But first and foremost, I will start off with this. Girl, we live in 80/20. Okay, if we want a cupcake and it's going to bring us joy, like we need to not put the negative mindset on that it's going to hold us back, because one choice that is not in line with our overall reaching goals, that one choice will not undo all of the other good choices. So that's first and foremost. There are ways to bring things into our life that we remove the mindset of diet, right? This is lifestyle. There shouldn't be any food groups eliminated.
right.
But with that being said, I feel like when it comes to knowing certain ingredients, we can make it still taste good and it still can be in line with what we want. Like I've made avocado brownies. Sounds gross, but they're actually pretty good. I've made protein balls. I love a sweet tooth after dinner. I love dark chocolate. So things like that. Cupcake, I don't know if I've ever made a healthy-ish cupcake. And ish is always going to be on the end of that because, I mean, cupcake's not an apple or a piece of chicken breast.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I think 80/20 is the first step where you just, hopefully we can retrain our minds because the diet culture in our society has really put a lot of like, this is bad, this is good.
yeah,
We put ourselves in these boxes where this is bad, this is good. And I think that if we can retrain our minds that like, um, it's not bad unless I'm like all in and can't get out of it, right? Like if I'm eating the whole case of cupcakes or dozen of cupcakes to myself and I'm sneaking it and it feels bad and like that's bad, right? So I think if we can, number one would be ideally, I think you could learn to retrain your mind and retrain your thoughts. And I know there are people that struggle with like moderation. Like my husband's one of them. He just swears that, and here, I'm going to go off on a tangent. My husband will swear
good
like
girl.
if he has one bite of bread, he's in for the whole loaf. He's gonna ask to bake another loaf. Like he can't stop himself. But I wonder how much of that also is because that's how he speaks. Like he says that all the time. Like I have no control over this. I have no control over this. I have, and I'm a big believer that there's so much power in the tongue. There's so
Oh
much
yeah.
power in what we say. So the more you say I don't have control, the more your mind believes you don't have control, and therefore you will continue. So I think if we can retrain, a lot of stuff is mindset, right? And a lot of stuff is taking in the mindset that a little bit is fine, everything in moderation. And people will argue with me and they'll be like, you don't understand, you've never struggled. Oh girl, I have. Listen, I have a lot of food allergies and I've had a lot of like food fluctuations in my life, but I will never forget the day I sat and I ate an entire gluten-free coffee cake to my own face, like the whole thing, and just threw up. Not like binge and throw up, like eating disorder, but like felt so sick.
Yeah.
But it was that time where I'm like, I did struggle with self control. And those were the things that I've put a lot of work into where I'm like, you know what? No, I don't even touch coffee cake after that experience. But I've learned, like, I forget who told me a long time ago, someone said, like, when you have this craving, you're not actually craving the whole piece of cake and the whole, what you just need like two bites to
Yeah.
satisfy the craving if you eat it with mindfulness. If you
Right.
actually are eating it to like savor the flavor of the chocolate cupcake or vanilla, whatever it is, to savor that flavor, to enjoy that, to like really like have those two bites and like this is so good.
Yeah.
All the things that are needing to be satisfied are satisfied within like two bites, is what I was told. And when I heard that, I was like, oh, this is interesting. Like, let's put it to the test. And I really do think that that's true. We eat the whole thing because we're not here when we're eating. A lot of us, we're just eating on a rush, we're eating out of habit, we're eating out of stress. And so you're like, oh, this will be the answer, and
Yeah.
you eat the
This
whole
will make
thing.
me feel good
Yeah, but
in
then
the moment.
on the back end of that high of eating that whole cupcake, like then you feel lousy. So if you can find that balance, and it's mindset, it's work. It's work. Nobody wants to hear
Everything.
that it's work. Everybody just wants to be like, well, I'm not wired that way. No, I really believe it's work. And if you just go, okay, let me practice some self-control, but also moderation and enjoy myself. Like if I'm at a birthday party, I'm gonna have like two wonderful bites of that while I'm engaged in conversation. I'm gonna savor that cupcake. I'm gonna enjoy it. Or after work, stressful day, I made cupcakes for the kids, and I'm gonna enjoy a couple bites of it with my children.
Yeah.
Now, a cupcake's a different story because you could probably eat the whole thing in two bites. But
You know what? I was like,
you
I'm
know
gonna
what
do
I'm
that whole thing
saying?
in two bites and be like,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I do think that. I also do think there is room to make some healthier swaps. I'm
mhm.
a big fan of dates, and like there's a ton. If you just like put in dates on Instagram or on
Oh
Pinterest,
yeah.
there's so many like dessert recipes with dates as your sweetener, and you can do melted chocolate. You can do peanut butter if you don't have a nut allergy, like all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Or
Oh yeah.
pecans. Now I recently had a nut allergy experience, so a lot of my choices are limited. So I can understand also that desire of like, I want to eat this so bad, but
Right.
like it's not going to be the best choice for me, right? And then the other place my brain goes is, well, what else can we fill that with? If you're somebody who's literally like, Monique, I'll arm wrestle you to the very end, that I have no self-control and I can't do the moderation thing, like I just have to cut it out. Well, in my opinion, then, if that's truly you, what can you put in its place that you also enjoy, that still gives you that dopamine, that still gives you that fulfillment, that still gives you that joy? And it's a healthy habit, or a fun thing that you enjoy, or something different that you can try to fill that need with. So
Yep.
I think that there's room. And the other piece that I always tell clients is track your mood throughout the month and your cravings, right? Like maybe it's a certain time of your month or a certain season where you crave those comfort foods. Those cupcakes reminds you of your grandma or whatever, like why is it that you want that thing?
Right.
And dissecting that to know, like, do I need a detox? Is it a sugar thing, like that I'm craving this because I need a detox? Is it an emotional thing? And really digging into that, it's know
Your
thyself.
moment.
All of it is know thyself, right?
Absolutely.
And also, yeah, there are healthier options. I'm gluten free. I've done um, different types of brownies and cupcake type recipes as well. I tend to be just like, I just love dark chocolate. So
Yes.
that will be like two pieces of like really good dark chocolate hits the spot for me and I freaking love it. Like,
Yeah,
and that's the other thing. When you don't give into it all the time, don't you think when you do have it, it's like that much better?
for sure.
Now, if I were to eat an actual, even gluten-free cupcake, which I could eat, I would feel so sick that I don't eat, like, I don't even crave it because I would
Right.
feel so sick. I know I would feel terrible because I don't eat that much sugar. So that's my scattered answer.
No, I love that. And it made me unscatter my mindset because I've never in my life made avocado brownies. I don't know why I said that. They're black bean brownies. I'm like, what?
Oh, I was gonna say I've made almond butter brownies now.
Yeah,
I don't think I can have those anymore because of the
yeah.
nut. But
But
I
black
did just
bean,
see.
so good.
Wait,
And
I'm gonna grab this thing. I just found a
yeah,
recipe. Hold on, let me grab it.
but too, like, so Monique talked about the dates. No lie. I'm like scrolling TikTok and I seen someone talking about if you take a date and you take grass-fed butter, well, I'm a grass-fed butter girl, grass-fed butter and like two dark chocolate chips, and you put it in the microwave for like 10 seconds, warm it up, it legit tastes like cookie dough. And I'm like, there is no way. And I'm going to tell you right now, it 100% tastes like cookie dough. So if you're a cookie dough person, like it's so, so good.
Okay, do you
But
see?
one thing, oh, go ahead. I have one thing I want to add on the back end of this.
Do
Ooh,
you
what are
see
those? Are
these?
those
Don't they look like
protein?
truffles?
They
Those
look
are avocado chocolate bites, and it's
like
rolled
what?
oats. Rolled
I'm like,
oats.
is that a protein ball?
No, and that's why I was excited because I can't do nuts right now until I figure out which one I'm allergic to. But this is rolled oats, dates, avocado, vanilla, cocoa powder, and a little bit of sea salt. So I'm gonna try those. If I'm gonna
Yeah.
try those,
Drop that
I'll put the
recipe in the
recipe.
room, girl. I
I
love
will.
that.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
all try it together and give our
Yeah.
feedback.
That'd be so fun. We should have like a cooking day where we all hop on like Zoom and we all like, okay, get your ingredients. We're all gonna make
Yeah,
these avocado balls.
that would be fun. And then
And
we all
then,
taste them together
yeah,
and we're like,
right, exactly. It was not worth it, but it was fun while we made them.
yeah,
One other thing I do want to add to the layer of like the cupcake, or everyone has a vice, right? Whatever that I'm Oreos all day, every day. I can eat an entire row before I even put all my groceries away. No lie. Like, so I have to be, you have to have the mindset behind like, what is a thing that I know that will get in my way that I absolutely do enjoy, but I absolutely also know that it is not the best choice for me when I take it out of my 20%, right?
yeah,
So, with that being said, I do feel like showing up in your day and fueling your body properly from mindset down, from how we're eating our for our health based on our metabolism and our goals. Are we getting enough protein in? Are we getting enough carbs in? Are we getting enough fat in? And are we timely with that? And your body's a machine. So if we're in those moments of we are spot on with how we feel our body, we will not lean into the 20% too much because the things that we're putting in keep us satiated and you know what I mean? So I think like showing up in your day is very important
yeah,
for that. But yeah,
yeah.
we are crushing it. We got 17 minutes left. Look at us. Look at us.
I love it.
Like going,
No,
I could keep going on this one though. But yeah, I definitely feel like that that would be a huge, huge win. And then just finding things like and experimenting. Like your
yeah,
avocado balls, I think that would be what if that's the best thing you've ever had? And then now you have like a high fat, great snack that is also going to probably taste sweet.
yeah.
Ooh, Dev said protein check. Where are you at?
Killing it. She texted me like 8 o'clock this morning. She's like, I'm 65 grams of protein. I'm like, whatever, suck up. Like,
Where am I at? I literally think I am only at
Devin,
40. I'm at 40 and I am sucking it up today. It is 11:16.
let me look,
That's always
Dev. Let me
crushing it.
look.
But I do love when Deb throws us in the message and she's like,
I'm
I'm at
at
this
40.
much. And I'm like, I'm at 0.
I'm at 40 as well.
Yeah.
Devin's crushing it.
Good job, Deb.
Yeah, Dev.
You know what? We should start. You ever see on TikTok how they do like those checks or whatever? Like it's like outfit check or da da da. We should start like a trend.
Protein check?
Protein check.
Deb, you start. Oh, she said she hasn't done anything since then. You better get on it. It's lunchtime,
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah, we're gonna catch on up. You just
Yeah,
wait. You just
we're on
wait.
your heels. We're on your heels.
Well, speaking about protein, that was another question that we had, Mo. So someone asked, how do you know if your body needs more protein or if you're just low on energy? I have a lot to say about this, but I'm gonna let you go because I went first
Oh,
the last one.
I want to hear you because I actually read the other day that like majority of us are getting enough protein, especially as Americans, like
That we are or are
that
not.
we are.
Oh,
That
you read that.
yeah,
Okay.
I read that there was like this study out, the majority of Americans, I forget what the percentage is. I gotta go back and look it up and I'll put it in the chat, but it was that we are getting enough protein, majority of the people, but like now because that's such a big like buzz, like
Buzzword.
yeah, that hydration, making sure you're actually hydrated is also important if you're specifically asking about energy.
Yep.
That was like the first thing I thought of when I read that was that low energy and protein, maybe not necessarily correlated, but you could probably touch on that more. Water and energy and headaches and fatigue, absolutely.
Yeah, I actually threw in one of the days. So I just dropped the 90-day um guidebook. I literally just dropped it. I have so much more coming around it. But one of the things in there that I talked about on one of the tips, and you'll have to go through it and find it yourself. I'm not going to tell you all of it. Open it up and use it, girls. Um, is about water and how that is very much correlated to our energy.
Mhm.
Um, two, I mean, it's everything that we're putting in. So it's consistency of timing. It's are we waking up and what is the first thing that we do? Are we leaning for coffee? Are we fueling with water? Because we should be getting water in before anything. Um, protein, I mean, how do you know if your body needs more protein? That all goes down to knowing where your metabolism falls and knowing are you hitting your percentages. And the only way to know that is are you weighing your food? And it doesn't have to be
Watching.
complicated.
Would
You
you
don't,
say would you say to watching, sorry to cut you off, but I'm
no, you're
thinking
totally fine.
based on what you're saying, also if you're measuring trends of yourself, like we have that scale that you're measuring, like am I maintaining or gaining lean muscle? If am I losing muscle? Like that would play into
Oh,
your
absolutely.
intake as well as your workouts, right?
Yep.
Like
Yeah, you definitely want to look beyond the whole number on the scale because that is going to be a good tell on if what you are doing is working for you. And we never want to sacrifice muscle for the win of the number on a scale
yes.
because you could lose 10-pound girls and literally be more unhealthy if we do it in the wrong way and we sacrifice muscle along the way because metabolism will lower, energy lowers, body fat percentage raises up, and it makes it that much hard to kickstart your next like motivation of I'm going to go crush this goal when our metabolism just keeps lowering. So that's why it's so important to know like what your BMR is, not BMI, but BMR. You need to know. And if you don't have a body composition scale that shows that, I mean, you could most accurate would be DEXA scan, right? But that costs some money, right? I think they're about like 100 and some dollars.
Yeah.
Very accurate, but not as convenient. You got drive time, you got cost, you know. But if you have a home scale that you can use and you use it at the same time in the day, like wake up, go to the bathroom, literally get in your birthday suit, put your naked feet on that scale, and that would be a good accurate of where you're at, but not 100%. But if you lose body fat on a home scale and body fat on a DEXA scan, it's going to show that, just not
Right.
to the exact precise measurement. Um, but yeah, knowing are you tracking what you're eating? That would definitely be a tell if you're getting enough protein. Being low on energy, you might be too low on your carbohydrates. You might
Mm-hmm.
be too low on your fats.
Mm-hmm.
You might, did you take your vitamins to fill in the gaps? Is
Mm-hmm.
that at a consistent time? Are we getting enough sleep? Are we eating too close to bedtime?
Yeah.
Like, how is our stress? I mean, there are a lot of puzzle pieces around energy, and two, like energy starts inside the cells. So we need to wake those up before anything and be consistent with the things that we can 100% control.
Right.
Um, and two, I love like being mindful how you talked about like tracking and like paying attention to what you're doing and like how is my
Cycle
energy that
even.
day? Yeah.
Yeah. as women, that is such a huge thing. I wish, you go to health class and they talk about like you're gonna get your period, blah. Like
Yeah.
I wish that they would continue with health for girls in school
Mm.
and teach you like truly how to track and watch like because everybody's so unique, but also there are some consistent similarities, and you just
Absolutely.
start to learn like, oh my gosh, not just does my mood change and I turn into a bear, but like my blood sugar level, like I can tell I'm getting hangry more frequently or I'm not hungry at all. And that could be tied to your cycle. Your energy levels are definitely tied to your cycle. So there's so many factors when it comes to your energy and it's not just the protein that's a
Right.
factor.
Right. Energy is all the puzzle pieces put together
Right.
is
Yeah,
what's going to fuel the day in its entirety. But yeah,
totally.
no.
Stress levels, like how you're sometimes you think you're tired and
Movement.
you're depressed.
Right.
Like you're just not enjoying your life, so you'd rather freaking sleep. Like that's like
Or
you
go
might
to
think your life
Disney.
is fine, even. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever thought about like we just went on vacation, like getting up to go on vacation at 3 a.m. and like get about my day.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
like, oh, let's go. But
Yeah.
like doing that on the daily, get up at 5 a.m. to work out. I'm like, all right, I know this is good for me, but like I'd
Right.
rather sleep. Am
Right.
I tired or am I just not looking forward to what I'm doing next?
Well, let me bring a little Matt Summers into this conversation because he told me many years ago with the best heart, and I know I've told you this before, but I don't know if I've dropped it in the room for the girls. But he had said to me, Jamie, if you only do what you need to do when you feel like it, you're never going to be successful.
Mhm.
And I'm like, oh, hot damn, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And, it's that knowing the difference between what you want now and what you want most. And I
Mhm.
always add on to that, what you want most should always trump what you want now. So it's like the longevity of like that. But then sometimes we need to pay attention to what our body is telling us and have that grit, grind, and grace throughout the journey.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because if we need a rest day, we need a rest day.
Yep.
But if we need a rest day 7 days in a row, like, what are we resting from? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's that whole mirror moment of just like walking the walk, talking the talk, and also revisiting your goals and revisiting what's important to you in the now of your life. Because I mean, if you would have talked to me back in the day when I was over 200 pounds, my goals were a lot different then than they are now.
Right.
And if I just lean into let me just go through the Groundhog's Day of my now, I'm not going to be growing through my life and growing through towards better goals and protecting my health in its entirety that I can because
Right.
I'm not hyper focused on the now. So I think that a lot of times people have no idea how bad they feel until they start feeling good.
Mhm.
And then also like the double-edged sword on that is sometimes when you start feeling good for so long, you forget how your choices can pull you back towards the not feeling so good.
Mhm.
And then we compromise well, let me just chalk it up to perimenopause and let me chalk it up to this and it's my age and yeah. So I think like always taking a step back and having that mirror moment,
Yeah.
very ideal.
It's good.
We got 7 minutes.
Ryan said this
Look
is so
at
good.
us.
Thanks for the energy boosting tips.
Yeah.
And if you're not sure what the protein check is, like while we're on the topic of protein and those choices that Dev was talking about, we were doing like trying to get 50 grams of protein in before noon. And that was the goal, just to try to get
Yep.
it in for those of you that have high protein macros.
Yeah. Get yourself an accountability group.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
if anyone has any other questions, they can drop it in the chat. Is there anything that like you were thinking about? Or maybe I can throw a question in the mix while we're waiting. Since both of us just got back from vacation, do
Mm.
we leave our goals in Indiana and in New York, or do we bring our goals and our normalcy with us to vacation?
On
Did you
vacation?
bring your vitamins? Did you bring
Yeah. So
your
that's
shake? You know what
yeah,
I mean?
because my goals are just like a holistic overall lifestyle of wellness. Like I just want to live a consistent, I
Amen.
don't have like, I mean, I can dial them in. Like this next 90 days that we're running, like this 90-day Neo Fit 90, like I'm dialing in more, but not like I don't have any crazy goals. I'm just dialing in a little more, you know?
Yeah.
So yes, we still worked out on vacation. Actually, I ate really good on vacation because I was really limited because of my food allergies. So I was like really, really good. But I still enjoyed a glass of wine with my husband at a really nice French restaurant. It was beautiful. And another glass of wine at a really beautiful Italian restaurant for dinner one night. But maybe we shared a bottle, but same thing.
Maybe I had my own
It was
bottle.
the one glass that kept refilling, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
Good
but
conversation, it tends to
but
happen.
it was like super. So that's the other thing I've learned about myself because I'm so like I just am into learning about myself and how my body functions. I can only drink like really good wine, or I feel
Yeah.
like garbage. So
Yeah.
I don't even bother. Like it's not in me to like just drink garbage wine just to have a glass of wine. Like
Right.
I told my husband, if it's not expensive and good, I don't want. Well, not even necessarily expensive, but if it's not good, I don't want.
Expensive ingredients, let's say that.
Yeah, quality,
Quality.
right? Quality. All
Yeah.
about quality these days.
Matt listened to a podcast. I don't remember when it was, but he came home and it was basically this guy was talking about how you should never tolerate a bad drink, like ever. If
Yeah,
you don't like the way it tastes, you don't drink it because
yeah.
it should just be like,
Poison.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
I feel
there's,
like that with everything in my life. I love that one that was like, I read this old woman that was like, how you dress and like, why do we save the china and the good like dishes for a company? Or why
yeah,
do we like everything you're doing? Like, we don't know what tomorrow holds. So
yeah,
why are we not dressing the way we feel the best and eating off the things we want to eat off of and eating the meals we want to eat and enjoy? Like we're rushing through life and doing things like haphazard or settling in our choices because we're in such a hurry to get on to the next day or the next thing. And it's like, I
right.
don't know, scaling back and being like, oh, I'm gonna actually like enjoy what I'm wearing, what I'm using, what I'm doing all day long. It's such a different, beautiful way,
Right.
contrary to like the hustle that the work. Now you still gotta work and hustle, but I
Right.
don't know. I love that. I agree with that.
Yeah. So good.
What about you? You guys worked out and stuff
No,
the
did
things.
not work out.
You took it as a
Alan Man worked out. Yeah. But me, I walked a lot,
yeah,
which then is a good eye opener that I don't walk enough at home.
yeah.
So I'm literally researching walking pads till my face has fallen off, and I haven't ordered anything yet. So there's that. So if anyone has a walking pad that they love, drop it in my inbox so I can look it up. But we were super active, like super active. Anything that we were able to walk to, we walked to parks. I mean, we, instead of taking the transportation, like just slowing down, enjoying the scenery, all of that. So,
So
but no,
fun.
I did not hit the gym. My first workout actually was yesterday. Um, and my sister-in-law was like, let's do it. And I'm like, I don't want to. But then she like was like, we're doing it. So I did. But I had forward walking lunges in my program yesterday, and truth be told, I did not do them.
Ah, we
But
smashed
I did
legs
everything else,
yesterday.
but not that.
We crushed legs yesterday, and I
Yeah,
feel so strong.
I love it.
Ugh, it's my favorite.
Yeah.
Legs and shoulders. What's your favorite body part to work out? Mine's legs and shoulders.
I want to say that I want to focus more on my back,
What do
but
you like
I
doing?
love doing deadlifts. Deadlifts is my absolute favorite jam. And also, I love front squats. I feel like they are a really good challenge for me.
Yeah.
And two, I think that plays back to a lot of the struggle I had with my knee. All 2019, I wore KT tape every day.
Mm-hmm.
And that held my mindset back because I didn't want to re-injure anything.
Mm-hmm.
So now, like, feeling really strong and really good in the recovery path that I walk through,
Yeah.
I love a good front squat, back squat, all of it.
Okay.
Um,
Legs.
but yeah, legs,
Legs.
legs for sure. Legs.
Them legs. Well,
Yeah,
it is 12:32. I think we nailed it today.
nailed it. Cheers to us.
Good stuff.
You are amazing, Dev.
Dev, you're the best. You're the best. We're gonna make Dev the official protein check girl. Every once in a
Yeah,
while, Dev just pop in the group and be like, protein check.
yes, we're gonna
Awesome.
start that trend. Dev, you're the face of it now.
Yeah.
We will be waiting for that video to pop soon.
You're in.
All right, ladies. Well, you have an incredible day. Monique, I appreciate you and all of the wisdom that you bring around all of these things. It's so fun to just chat through this stuff with you. And I appreciate the ladies dropping questions. You know, the mindset behind this is just to help people grow through and just have hard stop.
Okay, we gotta go. But
okay, we gotta go.
Just came. The truck just drove by. I'm excited.
Well, love you girls. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye, girls. We hope that landed. If it did, drop a comment, share it up, and you know what? We'll see you next week. Until then, stay rooted, sister.